All right, we're standing in front of 54307 Mountain Highway East in Elby. This is not Eatonville, this is Elby. The school district is Eatonville. This house is 3-bedroom, 1 bath. It's being reported at 2,560 square feet. This morning we spoke. There's 1,500 roughly square feet of livable square footage. And the basement is a little over 1,000 square feet, so that's where they're getting that number from. The lot size is a 1/4 acre. It's a nice size. It's almost where you see that yellow sign. It's about your border of your land at that point. This is Highway 7. The cool thing about this, I'll turn this way, is you got a nice view of the Cascades. And that's your bridge taking you over to the east side. And there's the LB Bar and Grill, as you pointed out. And look at this. Right next to it is an open lot. So that's very interesting. If you can get your hands on this lot over time, that'd be amazing, right? Okay, so again, 1 second, sorry. Back to the house. 1936 was the year built. So just take a look at things that may stick out the most, which would be like the foundation. And we don't expect this house to be perfect. You probably need to fix that window. Might be a good idea. There's no telling if there's anything leaking going in there or not right now from the outside, but it just looks like the wood is dry rotted and simple thing like that. I'm looking at what's making me look down there is I'm looking for cracks in the foundation. Of course, we got cracks in the concrete pad here, but that's superficial, and I don't see that being too much. Now, we do have an entrance to the crawl space down there. That's kind of interesting. And they got a piece of wood blocking the foundation there, so that would be something worth asking about. This is all superficial as well, just dry rotted wood, not attached to the house, so very, very replaceable. Or just paint over that stuff until it falls apart, and then you replace it. But siding looks good. Again, going off of the county reports, this house was rebuilt in the 80s, so we can't expect everything to be original, which is good. Yeah, so far it's checking out as the pictures show. Going back to our backyard here, or walking back to the backyard, and then I'll turn around. We got our fire pit here. You can get a shot from the backyard to the house. Again, superficial, dry rot right there. You need to paint that because it's probably taking in water. Wood likes to absorb water if it's not painted. So you'll see that all these pieces of wood that are not painted are also dry rotted or damaged or cracked and splintered. Just like here, that's called your fascia. Just kind of understand that. It's very, very simple things. Looks like back here, a fence will be very helpful to separate the two yards. You can kind of see a little bit where the fence is in that brush, but probably wouldn't hurt to clear that brush out and just throw a nice 6-foot fence all the way down. But I'll give you a shot from here. Nice yard here. If you got a dog, probably would want to just fence this in. But it's nice. This is a nice view, peaceful. It was a ride, but we know it takes 45 minutes to get to the HWY gate. But so nothing sticking out on the radar yet. Everything looking pretty good so far. We haven't really been in yet. Let's go see what's inside. They're talking about adding a 1 year home warranty, so that's cool. Okay. I really like this table setup, right? We do have a little bit of peeling in the tiles on the ground. The floor, yeah, so the floor does feel maybe a little uneven. Does kind of feel like over here is a little bit, let me show you. Over here, as I walk in the door, over here just seems a little lower than over there. Just something maybe an inspector can check out. Of course, that would be foundation or could potential subfloor issues. I do feel like the subfloor has a hump right here. You can't really see it, but just kind of feel like I'm walking in right here. It's a little bit lower than right. Oh yeah, there's no doubt. It's right here. This is a high point of the floor. You know, if there's anything, you wouldn't know if it's the subfloor or if it's the foundation. That would be something that an inspector would know, of course. But it doesn't feel soft, and that's good. If it's soft and the subfloor is weak, and that's not happening, it's not creaking, and a subfloor can be strong, you know, and it could be just put in wrong or just not completely level. But likely these things are subfloor issues or concrete foundation issues. Although, let me just throw these lights on. You know, I don't want to be the actual inspector because it's not my expertise, but I can certainly tell you that this is not 100% level. It's not the end of the world. I mean, the house is 1934. It's just a subfloor. I know guys that do that work pretty good. I don't see any major issues underneath here, except for it's an old school house and there's no dishwasher. That's just sometimes the reality of these houses. It doesn't mean you can't put one in. You got plenty of counter space. This is an amazing open kitchen. And the cabinets, I actually like these cabinets. They feel pretty good. Pretty strong cabinets there. So I don't see anything wrong with the cabinets. Water pressure is pretty good. Yeah, standard fridge. You got I love this part. That's not cool. Your oven top here, and you're built into the wall. I'm sorry, your cooktop's here, and you're built into the wall oven. And your broiler. That is old school as old school gets right there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, these cabinets check out. There's the basement. So let's just go down here while we're here, right? I got some exposed wires. The appraiser might not like that. Big deal. You just cover them up. It's not really that difficult. The steps are sturdy. Yeah, they shouldn't really count this as livable square footage. That's a bit misleading. So it's looking at the foundation from this side. Oh, I see. I think. Oh, you probably can't see anything. I wonder if there's a light here. There we go. There's more of a storage room. And the boards are clean, so that's a good sign, you know. They're still there's not like a bunch of marks in it that would kind of show leakage or whatever. I don't see a ton of that. I don't see any of it, honestly. So it looks like it's sealed properly. I would expect to see these boards to be pretty damp from a house that's been here for so long, like at least some watermarks, but again, I'm not an expert, but it looks, I could definitely tell if there's been water on a board. And this is the plumbing part, so I expect some leakage over here. And these wires are just driving me crazy. Especially right now, right here next to this box. See that copper wire right there just exposed? Appraiser would probably like to see that covered. That wire there, you gotta cover that stuff for the VA. And this is what I was talking about on the external side. Outside, I was telling you about this window, but it doesn't look like to be leaking, even though there is some cracks here. I don't understand why they don't just caulk that, but it's not wet from the surface. All right, well, they got their water heater here. They definitely got their little distributor. Yeah, water heater. As long as it makes the water hot, it's good. You know, there's expiration dates on those things. It really don't matter as long as they keep it hot. You have a home warranty that comes for a year, so they'll replace appliances such as that, the furnace. Yep. There's another window here. Just would like to see them maybe caulk a little bit. I don't really like how this window kind of just, it's very, nothing that you couldn't do yourself or I couldn't help you with. I'm just looking for leaks along this foundation. I don't see it. Yeah, utility room's pretty cool having a basement, you know. That's about normal to have the utility washer and dryer in the basement. Yeah, there's your furnace, of course. Of course, that's old. That's probably why they offered the home warranty, because that thing's probably super outdated. And instead of just replacing something like that, they're going to give you a warranty. So if it fails, you can get it fixed, or the warranty also will replace it. Oh man, let's go upstairs. That's cool. I don't consider that living space whatsoever. So I'll have to agree with the Pierce County report saying 1,500 square feet. But you got your hardwood floors, which are definitely hard to come by nowadays. Everyone does the laminate and the vinyl. And you got your true hardwood here. That's pretty cool. It looks like they stained it by hand as well, which is really old school and kind of cool. You got your built-in cabinets there. Yeah. Let's see what's in here. Trying to get a... Well, we don't have a light in here coming out of the ceiling. And there's no lamps, of course. But that's something you might want to do. I mean, usually somebody has a light in the middle of the living room or a fan or ceiling fan or something. I'm sure you can add it. This is a cool door though, huh? It's pretty cool. Is it open? Yeah. There's your door. Going out the front. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Like Little Spanish villa. Could be Italian type of custom door for sure. Super cool, man. Looks like they left you a TV mount. But yeah, I'm looking at the trim. I'm looking at the walls. I'm looking at the ceiling. I really like how the ceiling's rounded. That's custom as custom get right there. It's not a square. Doesn't get more custom than that. It takes a lot of work. You see how this is square? I mean, to round off those edges like that, that's pretty cool. You don't see that very often. I'm not a big fan of this. I just don't know what that is. It could be, I'm sure it's ventilation, but that's probably all it is. And I just don't see it as much on the floor in the newer houses. So, but that is ventilation, that's for sure. Well, I guess we'll call this bedroom number 1 on the main floor. They say there's 1 on the main floor and there's 2 upstairs. So here's bedroom number 1. It's got your built-in drawers and your closet. And over here we got another closet. It doesn't go all the way, so just lets you know that you can probably blow out that wall, connect them just for more space if you wanted to. And here's a look out the window. Yard looks nice. A lot of yard here, and you know Washington, especially as closer to JBLM as you get, you don't get much yard. So sitting on a 1/4 acre is pretty nice, especially for the price of this house. Oh, cool. We're going to go upstairs in a minute. Go to the bathroom right now. Downstairs. Yeah. Just looking around here, you know, bathroom, you want to look for mold, you know, especially a house so old, but just don't see it. This fan going out the right side, actually, it looks very makeshift, but I'll tell you right now, that is more effective than having them in the ceiling. Because if you can get this, clear the air out of here and push it outside, it's much better than pushing it in your attic, believe it or not. So, I like to give the toilet a little push sometimes, see if it moves. Yeah, I'm sure she flushes. Yeah. Water goes right on. Good pressure. I mean, the house, you can see that it's clean underneath. I mean, it's cool. House is checking out to be in decent shape. I mean, you always want to be precautious when you're going into a 1934 home, but hey, I mean, look at this. This stuff is shiny. This is restained, you know, wood. A lot of houses are just built of plastic now. There's definitely a lean. It might be the banister itself. There's that side yard. So here's a view from the second floor. It's that overhang. Nice view though. And it'll be cool. It'd be kind of cool if you just made this whole thing right here an observation window. That'd be so cool. Yeah, look at this place. The upstairs is legit. The upstairs is certainly legit. A lot of these old houses, they took the attics and made them into rooms. And a lot of them didn't have the room to do it. And you just kind of like felt like you had to put your head down, or the ceilings were too low, you know. But not up here. I actually feel like I'm on a legit second floor. And the ceilings are 8 foot for sure. You know, that's a regular ceiling. So this is a legit second floor. So that's cool. A little peek out the window. Look at that view, huh? I don't see any. I'm looking for pests. I'm looking for little bugs, thinking they're going to get in those cracks, unsealed parts of the house. But normally you see them on the ceilings or you see them in the crevices of the trim. I just don't see them, and it just looks like the house is taken care of. Here's room number 2. Again, stained the floor. Not the biggest room in the world. Dressers built into the wall. So you don't even have to buy dressers if you don't want to. And this room kind of becomes more efficient. There's a peek out the front here. Well, you could say the front, more the side. And there's a lake right across the street, going into Alder Lake. And here's our bedroom number 3. Built-in dresser, a little closet there. This is a pretty cool house. And there's a peek out the front. There's your bar and grill, your nice mountains. There's 7 South. And the lake is flowing over to Alder. I mean, you almost got a lakeside house here, man. It's probably why those other houses are $700,000, $1 million houses. Probably sitting right on Lake Alder. Yeah. That's the house, man. I'll go ahead and keep it going as we walk out. Yeah, it's a nice house. I mean, I gotta be honest with you. I expected to walk into something where the pictures didn't match the house. Unfortunately, we see that a lot. But yeah, this is solid. That's one word that I think describes it best. It's solid. It's a solid house. It's not falling apart. But more solid than the newer houses because the older houses used better materials. But there's something here. I gotta tell you, there's something here. I feel something here. 100%. Now, is it really the end of the world? Is it hard? I mean, how much would it cost to rip this up and redo your floor? I don't know, maybe 7 or 8 grand. I know a guy that'll do everything super cheap. Being a realtor, a lot of contractors give me the best deals, so I get them business, and it's worked out a few times. So if you needed someone to rip this up, but yeah, you can see right here, kind of popping up here. That's just a tile. Yeah, that's just a fake tile popping up. Could be the adhesive, but there's definitely a this going on, like a valley. It's like that happening right. So here, and it comes up, and it goes down. It's not the craziest thing in the world. You probably can't even see it with this photo. I'm sorry, with this video, but it's there. I mean, if I'm walking this whole entire house, 1934, and this is the only thing that really sticks out, then that's pretty impressive. Yeah, I mean, the distance to post would be a challenge, but you've already entertained that since I'm here doing this. I'm pretty sure you already thought that through. Yeah, I mean, you had some exposed wires. I mean, it's really, you just wrap some electrical tape around some of that exposed wires and you don't have any issue at all. So, yeah, I think this is a pretty good pad. I mean, definitely want an inspector to look at it and see what he finds. I'm sure he's going to find a lot more than I found. I mean, that's their job. I would hope they found a lot more than I found. But I'll throw this thing up on YouTube. I'll walk out here. I don't have a key to this garage, shed, whatever they want to call it. But I'm sure they got all their valuables in there. I'll just give you another look. I mean, you're You're right on Highway 7. You jump right on here and just head right to work. You can go Mount Rainier that way. There's the bar and grill. You don't have any neighbors next to you this way. They're up there. You got some in the back. Throw a fence up. And that's it. So, okay. I'll load this thing up. Thanks, guys.